Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Viking Conquest. Now, when we last left off, we had a little bit of an issue in the fact that we lost like the majority of our main army. So we need to probably go get ourselves a new one. Probably the easiest way for us to do that is to get on our ships and head to our village. Not in the Orkney Islands, but kind of near the Orkney Islands. There we go. I can never say its name. I reckon my king just did that to kind of throw me off by giving me a name of a village I can't pronounce. Hello Whiskers, how are you doing today? Okay, so Kingdom of Gwyneth Trader, although they're at war with a lot of people, they're not actually at war with us, so that's not the end of the world. I'm doing okay, thank you. And I'm doing a double stream of Warband, because last game I streamed was Warband, but I thought I was really enjoying it, so I thought I'd continue. I do, of course, have this snazzy helmet, so I've got to keep up with that. Jump over the child, because the child was going to get in the way. And I'll see if my local leader has any tasks for me to do. Hello, dog. May I remind you that we're currently paying low taxes to your lordship. We are infinitely grateful for such generosity. That's right, I'm going to set a new one. Just normal taxes, that's fine. Any stray dogs around? No, I clearly saw a stray dog earlier. There's literally a stray dog right here. I mean, it may not be a stray dog, but it's definitely a dog, although it does look a bit like a furry goat without antlers. Okay. Nothing more we can do beyond... oh my goodness. Beyond by, that's incredibly hard to say. What I will, however, do is go over to the Orkneys and get some men from there, hopefully. If not, we'll have to recruit from the mainland, but I'd really rather not, because we're much lower in terms of skill and troops than I would like at the moment. The game does feel a bit laggy when I'm on the sea, but I think that might just be part of the way it goes. Three Norse freeholders. I really can't say my words today. There we go. I'll head to the Orkney village as well. I don't think, we can't recruit here. We might be able to recruit here. We just attack by bandits, so we'll deal with the bandits first. But no, we will need to obtain permission from the leader in the village, so we can do that. Although I might also try on the mainland, because having to recruit always trying to recruit from the islands can be a little bit frustrating, because you have to load your ship, you have to get off your ship. But I don't think Ivar Gudrusson really likes me that much. We'll get back on our ships and we'll head to Balbaty and Dunbaty and see what's there, if there's anything really there for us. There may not be, but I can't remember if we can get recruits here or not. Balbaty, the 7 Norse freedmen, excellent. I'm going to meet the leader. I'm going to try and get his relationship with us up further. Sadly, not much can be done at the moment. But we did get some more recruits from him, so it's not a bad thing. If we do go to war, we're going to have to do our best to help out Lakeland, because they're pretty weak in comparison to, say, the Kingdom of Valpin, which is the main faction in Scotland. West Sex and Kingdom of Lakeland have made peace, thank goodness. That means we can go and take our prisoners and sell them in Chippenham, because I know that there's always a prison broker in Chippenham, because I really can't find any prison brokers generally at the moment. Hello cucumbers, how are you today? 32 renegades. I left my ships at the other end of the island, but we'll just have to come back for it. I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm a little under the weather, but nothing that I can't weather. Did I just say weather twice in the same sentence? I did, didn't I? Let's go to this bandit leader. Ugh, I really can't speak. Bandit leader and 40 sailors. Sailors are we're not gonna get much for killing sailors, but that's okay. But I want to test out kind of... These Norse warrior archers are pretty damn cool. Because they're like... In Medieval 2 Total War, there's a... They kind of have similar... They've got like Norse archery type things, which are actually remarkably good. You blew your horn. That was quite cool. I ordered the charge and you blew your horn. That's rather impressive. I can't help but notice all my weak troops don't go into the fight first. That's on me. It's my fault. These sailors all have slings, I think. Charge, gentlemen! Kill the... Oh, I might have just shot... I think I just shot that person on the horse who was actually a friend. Kill all these sea dogs. It's time to leave now. The thing is, they have no armor, so they're going to be remarkably faster than we are. You're dead. Don't you come back here. Thank you. We're going to have to use our one remaining... No, someone's already killed him. I don't think we'll be able to catch those three, but we'll try it. I've just picked up a dagger. Well done me. And now I've got a sling with no rocks in it. Everyone looks so stupid. They do. That's just the nature of this game. I look dapper. Because of the way the camera works, you can only see like my eyes and nothing else. Or you can go in first person. Which is I can never do first person really. I just find I don't know, I've never been able to get into it as much. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Okay, 8 sailors. Not going to be worth a huge amount. We'll pick up some Norse companions, another Norse warrior archer. I think what we'll do actually, we're going to quite heavily into the Norse warrior archers, because then we've got archers who can actually stand and fight during melee as well, which is not a bad thing by any means. Okay, that's you. And actually, we'll set it to screen straight away. There's actually a tournament going on here. Wonderful. This is not going to get us a lot of money, this selling of loot, but it will get us something. I might pay for our betting in this tournament, which would be nice. Let's go to the meat hall. I want to see if I can sell these prisoners quickly. I can. There's a prison broker here, but I'm not going to get much because there are only sailors. Let's join the competition. Let's not do it in first person though. That feels like a bad idea. I do have an axe though, which I'm happy about. So I'm not sure I have an axe or a sword and a spear. Come on, gentlemen. Are you the tournament master? No, I thought you were someone you needed to attack, but no. Squeeze through the wall, and let's go join this absolute melee over here. Ow. Oh, that wasn't very good. You okay there, cucumbers? Why do they walk like that? That's just... It's just the game. It's just the game animations. Oh god, I don't know this at all. Go away. Ow. Please go away. Please leave me alone. Ow. I find new things to pick on this game from every time. There's plenty of it. There's plenty to pick on it for. I don't deny that. It's a game that holds a special place in my heart. I couldn't quite tell you why, but it does. What do we need to do? I might just head to Edinburgh, see if there's any new ships going, any kind of good new ships. I don't think there's going to be. We're at war with Gwyneth. That's interesting. That's these green people down here. Well, I think we're going to go and see if we can get some money from them by killing them. Because war is profit. I don't know why, but it gives me nostalgia. This game gives me a lot of nostalgia. It's one of kind of the first games I properly played a lot of when I was younger. That, Age of Empires 2, sorry, when it was still called Age of Kings, and also Total War, especially Rome and Medieval 2. Those were kind of the games I played a lot of. As well as the early Harry Potter games, kind of the ones which now look very clunky by today's standards, but for me were, again, very special games. Because I wasn't really allowed to play kind of violent games, I guess, you know, like COD or, you know, PUBG, even though it wasn't out then, but those kind of games I wasn't really allowed to play. But they thought, you know, medieval murder, well, that's fine. Just not modern day murder. No, I'm joking, but still. It's nice to kind of play some of the games which I have a lot of time for nowadays when I didn't when I was younger. Am I just spouting nonsense? I don't know if I'm just spouting nonsense. I might just be spouting nonsense. We're going to head around the top of Scotland here. We're going to pick up some more troops in our village, hopefully. And then we're going to head down towards Gwynedd and hopefully raid some boats on the sea. Preferably some of their trade would be wonderful. I wish we were at war with someone closer, but that's not my decision to make. Recruit some villagers, 11 Norse freedmen. Excellent. Does the chap have any tasks to me? He doesn't, that's fine. I'll just pull back on my ship. I've now got 101 troops. We can do something useful with that. To be fair, I can only take 117 on my ships anyway. So I can't, you know, I can't do too much to kind of overload my boats because they just won't fit. And we make a good profit. Wonderful. I think our next purchase will either be a new boat if we see one, or it will be a couple of new businesses in town. And we are also making profit now because we are no longer at war with no longer at war with Wessex, who we were having issues with obviously before, which meant that our business in their territory was sequestrated because no one likes you know, no one will have a business run by an opponent. Any prisoners here worth taking? Not particularly. I'll let them on their way. However, that if someone wants to take on, that's a trader on the sea, and that's a Gwynedd trader. 42 versus 101. I demand something from you. I want all your stuff. I'm not robbing you. I am robbing you. It was not a joke. But I want all your stuff, and we're doing it on the sea, so I potentially want your ships as well. I do have a secondary ship. There's only like 10 people on it, and they're not going to be very strong. So hopefully our ship decides to act normally for a change. Although it does seem like I think we're becalmed, although that ship is going in. No, absolutely not. Don't you dare. Follow me. Please don't get involved. We can't move. Don't get involved. Okay, well, they're going to go in and fight. What are you doing, you idiots? Well, I mean, they're going to die because we're literally becalmed here. We can't even see what's going on, but I can't imagine it's going to go very well. Okay, it's fine. They'll come in for us afterwards, and we'll win anyway. But sometimes I don't know why they just didn't want to. They just decided to go in. I do need to look at if I can actually control this boat, because I might just be being completely stupid. I don't know. Well, I put the sail out. That's probably a good start. Okay, I've worked out how to put my sail out, guys. Progress. I'm a proper sea captain, as you can tell. Okay, there. We certainly lost whoever was on that boat. That's okay. We'll catch up with them. I just want to turn around and not get killed by falling into the water. Let's go, gents. We got this. The other ship will come in afterwards. That's fine. As long as we deal with these two main ships, we can deal with kind of the off bits of the kind of the final one there. I actually can't get across to this other ship at the moment. Might be able to do some throwing weapon damage though. No. Yes? Oh, I thought I killed one of my own troops. No, we're actually doing some actual good damage. Can definitely hear them coming in though. Here they are. Let's... I think this is possibly our boat, which they've seconded for themselves. But I don't think they can actually get involved until the other boat is dead. Which is good, in a way. I actually want to get across, I think. Let's get across to here. And across. No, I've fallen in the sea again. I'm a great sea captain. And now we're kind of under the boat. That's fine, we'll win anyway. But guys, I've finally figured out how to put my sails out. No wonder we were becalmed. There we go, we've won. Good. 6 renown, 6 morale. We might, if we're lucky, we might get one of those ships to take, and we can just repair it, which will certainly be cheaper than buying a new one. And we'll also get some loot from the trade, which is excellent. Let's pick all that up. I don't really want to keep the sausages, but I'll take them to sell. No ships, sadly. Not fun. I want some ships, and I'm not getting them. That's fine. We're starting to destroy some of the trade of Gwyneth, so I'm not all too upset. There's a tournament here, but given how tournaments have been going for us, I don't think that's really worth us doing. Or maybe we can give it a go, but they don't tend to go very well for us. And I think we probably have no health because we just fell in the sea. And apparently in this sea-based game, no one can actually swim. Well, certainly we can't swim. How much health are we on? That's not what I wanted to see, but while we're here, how much for a ship? For boats to sail? A crew of 11 men for 8,000? No thank you. We have 48% health, so we're not going to get involved with that. It's just going to take too long for us to get our health back, I think. So head back into Alcatel, and we will set sail from port. Past the Isle of Man here, which is a really nice place to go. I think. I've never actually been, but I've heard great things. And we head down to Gwyneth, because there's going to be a bunch of trade we can pick on, because they're naturally by the sea. But let's not get involved with their main faction here, or their main army, because they can't take on 600 troops with 100 troops in a boat. Or 95, because we lost a bunch in that last engagement. Okay. I just want to find some like easy Welsh people to attack. Not purely because they're Welsh, just because we're at war with them. I think a lot of people are at war with Gwyneth at the moment though, so this could be interesting. The fact that they've taken Tom to means they're doing pretty well. Because normally the Welsh get dogpiled a bit in this mod, I've noticed. In fact, I think they're the only remaining Welsh faction. I think the other Welsh factions have bitten the dust, so to speak. There's a lot of Vikings around here. We're going to just park up nearby and do some land raiding, I think, because there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of trade coming out of the sea, out of their ports at the moment, but there's all the Vikings in the world. Go away. Or just like to find some, maybe some more trade, or some low level, or some low trooped vassals. Kind of with like 60 men, that would be nice. I think 143 is a bit too much for us to comprehend. We could try to take you, but most of those prisoners are just peasant women, so I don't see that as being particularly useful. Let's not run into this lord if we can help it. Let's see who... Oh, hello. 65 troops. I didn't really want to attack them, but I think we're going to have to. We'll get a good amount of renown if we win, but that's why I shouldn't really go on fast speed, especially when I'm in enemy territory. It doesn't feel like a very sensible idea, to be honest with you. Okay, infantry at the front. This is going to hurt because Vikings are blooming tough. and a lot of my troops are still quite low level, especially kind of the skirmishers and archers at the back. But we're doing our shield bash, so we might be okay. Everyone does a good shield bash. I'm kind of hoping on our Norse warrior archers to do good damage for us. I hope. The Vikings are coming in pretty damn slowly, but I'm going to let them come to us, because that way we've at least got like a bit more of a coherent formation to take them on with. I could try ambushing in the river, but if I try push forward now, I don't think it's going to be worthwhile. Our Norse archers are already firing, which is good, so I really think actually getting a whole bunch of Norse archers might be the way forward in the Norse warrior archers. Because they also have armour, they have shields, they can stand and fight in a melee, whereas it's kind of our just basic Norse bowmen or skirmishers are not going to do much. So I think arguably they're kind of the best archers we can get in general in this mod, so I think it's well worth doing. Let's chop your head off if we can do it. Can't chop your head off, but we can at least kill you. We're going to let the Vikings come to us so we can utilise our front lines throwing weapons. I think they just started throwing their javelins now. I was about to call them Peeler, but we're not in Rome. And let's go. This is going to be a tough fight. 65 Vikings is no joke. I'm hoping they've got some snazzy prisoners for us. I didn't actually check because I ran into them by mistake. Please don't hit me. I know that's kind of your job as Vikings, but I'd really rather you didn't. Okay, deal with you. Please stop throwing things at me. And shield bashing me, that would be appreciated. You're incredibly bloody to have not died yet. Oh, that was a decapitation and a half, blimey. I kind of sliced downwards, but his head came off sideways. How many men have we lost in this engagement? Currently 8, probably going to be about 10 by the time we're done, I would imagine. Which is not as bad as I thought, but it's still not excellent. I think we just need to cross the river. I think the rest of them are just kind of camped out on the side. Let's see if we can javelin this person in the river. Well, I am notoriously terrible with throwing weapons, but there we go, we've actually managed something. Let us go and fight and kill these Vikings, despite the fact we're also kind of pagans. But these are like non-fun Vikings, these are the Raider Vikings. That Norse Freedman's going to die, unless someone helps him. There we go, he survived, thankfully. However, whoever was on that horse did not. There we go. Still only 8 dead, not terrible. Who's still left? Those 2. Is that horse still around? That pony? We're going to go on the pony because we're incredibly slow. We can't use our sword on horseback, but we'll just get closer and then we'll use our sword once we're dismounted. So I don't really want them running away. So let's dismount. The horse is dead. You bastard, will kill you. Make sure you can't kill any more horses. Luckily the horse will respawn before the next battle, whereas you will not. Wonderful. Okay, we defeated the enemy. A good amount of prisoners. I'll take pretty much everyone apart from the priest and the peasant woman. Just because I don't think they're really worth it, to be perfectly honest. They don't really upgrade into anything that particularly useful. But I'm just going to move these guys up a bit. I'm mostly got a Norse army now. But I don't mind taking British or the Irish or Saxon soldiers. I just like having a good amount of men in the army. And strong ones at that. Now we'll move the Norse veteran up. We'll show the loot as common. We should actually get a good amount of nice loot from here. Pretty standard Viking loot, but that's not bad at all. Let's not be silly and run into a Viking place straight away again. we're going to go back to our ships just briefly, and then we're going to probably push up a little bit more north. I kind of restocked our prisoners a little bit, which is good. Or our warband with the prisoners. We'll land here just so we can make a kind of a quick getaway. There's a feast in Orkney, that's going to be way too far for us to bother going for. I just want to see if there's some trade or low-level lords around for us to attack. You're most certainly not a low-level lord, because you have 223 men, which we cannot really take on. An elderly woman approaches you and passes on your men a letter sealed in plain wax. It's addressed to you. When you break the seal, you see it's from Gunhild, our love up in the Orkney Islands. I so enjoyed your last visit. I will come shortly. However, the last time I tried to actually go visit her, she wasn't there, because she can only turn up during feasts. I don't know if we can get to we're definitely not going to get to Orkney in time. So I think really Gunhild might have to be someone we don't end up continuing seeing unless we get some good benefits out of it. Because she only shows up in feasts when there are feasts in Nathan, and that's not very often. Because her brother, who is kind of the person where she's based, he doesn't have any castles. So, you know, they don't have like a permanent base for them to live in. 155, I think that's probably still too strong for us to take on. Be nice to try, but I think another 50 troops would be a bit of an issue. There are again a lot of Vikings around. I don't really want to take on 76. What time is it for me? It is 2:39 AM currently. We've been streaming for about half an hour at this point. So started just after 2 o'clock in the morning. To be honest, I do better in the night time. I'm not entirely sure why. I find it a more peaceful time of day to be awake. Plus, I've ruined my sleep schedule over the years, so I'm kind of just whatever. I'm kind of doing whatever is best now. But I do just generally quite enjoy the night time. It's peaceful, it's calm. But I do sometimes get tired. It's just about finding the right balance, and I don't always get that. 255 troops, no thank you. I'm going to head to Oxford. They took Cirencester. That's new. They're getting pretty strong, all things considered. I'm going to head to Tompton because I think there'll be a lot of trade coming out of there for me to go after. I think that's going to be probably the best option. There we go. There's some trade already. In fact, there's 2 traders. I don't want something from you. I want all your stuff. Hand over your goods. 61. It's not ideal. That's a lot of troops, but I think we'll be okay. That's why I've probably gone for the stronger one first, and I'll go for the other one when we have a few less troops to go with. We'll set up on this side of the river. So infantry and spearmen here. Skirmishers and archers on the hill. Cavalry kind of wherever, it doesn't particularly matter. There's only like 2 of you. No, I stand mistaken, there are 3 of you. Okay, infantry and spearmen at the front, excellent. There is this random rogue horseman who's charged in, but he's done with. I don't think they're fighting formation, they're just charging. Yeah, they're just charging. So we'll let them come to us. We'll throw in our javelins, our throwing axes, our knives, our sling rocks, whatever we need to. I'm just going to try to skewer this priest with a javelin. He keeps them moving. It's like the most. I'm just going to chop your head off. There we go. Let's go now while they're in the river. Everyone charge. and chop as many people as we can from behind. But also, the reason why we're attacking Gwyneth quite a lot is because we don't want them to get too strong as a faction. If a faction gets really strong and then they become unbeatable, that becomes a problem. It happened when I was doing my Pendle run, which was the run I did here on Twitch before I started the Viking Conquest one, and the Empire just got too strong, and it just became impossible to beat them. So I really want to make sure that no faction gets too big, apart from the faction I want to get big, which is my own, when I make it. There we go. And we should get some good money from this as well. At least I'm hoping to, given it's no, don't you dare run away. Come back here. Wow, I'm absolutely terrible with throwing weapons. There we go. Okay, tab to leave. Sadly, they're not on the open seas, so we can't get a ship. But that's okay. I'm just gonna get rid of the Britain priests and take these Angora instead. We do need to sell them, but we can do that at Winchester. Now that the war with Wessex has come to a close. I'm just going to... Where are you headed? You're headed to Winchester, actually. You're headed to Winchester. We can probably catch you up. I'll head to Chippenham first. I know where those guys are headed, so we can probably catch up to them and then get their stuff from there. But I want to sell my prisoners. I want to sell my excess loot, and this will be a good way to do so. There's Ethelmer the Slaver. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'll happily sell these prisoners. It's nice being able to actually sell prisoners where I know there's going to be a ransom broker. And he does pay a fairly decent price, more than you get for selling it kind of a salt mine, because you get a very base flat rate there. Oh, let's not sell the dried meat. We can hold on to that. This guy's only has so much money, so we need to be a little bit careful. I'm going to sell some probably somewhere else. Oh, we might be okay actually. No, we're going to have to sell some in other places because we have a lot of goods. From that merchant or that caravan, and we want to sell it for a good price. So to the weaponsmith, sell the beef because that will just go off and become mouldy, and no one needs that. And so I never buy meat. So I'll buy the dried meat because it obviously doesn't go off, but in general, I tend to get rid of it. Let's head to kind of on the way to Winchester, and we'll hopefully find that Welsh caravan on the way. Oh my goodness, 112 masterless men, no thank you. It's kind of a hodgepodge of an army, but I still don't really want to be taking it on if I can help it. There's a lot of masterless men around here. But really, I want to be here for the trader, who should be somewhere around here. We just need to spot him. I think they had about 58 men. 2032. They might have actually slipped past us, we'll have to see. That might be you. I think that is you, actually. I was nearly right. I thought it was 48. I thought it was 58. It's actually 48. I'm just going to wait till it's kind of daytime, but we're making good money now. How much would you pay me for a toll? 318? Absolutely not worth it. 96 versus 48. I think we got this in the bag, to be honest. I think this might even be the same map. I think they're just going to charge us as they normally do. It looks like they are. Infantry and my spearmen can charge. Everyone else can follow along momentarily. I do like these Norse warrior archers. I think they'll become the backbone of my army. And they look cool as well. Even though everyone looks incredibly cursed in this game, you know, in the grand scheme of things, they look cool, I think. I think I think the Norse archers are stronger than some of our actual like normal infantry. There's only 48 of them, so I'm kind of just charging in, even though we might lose a few more people than if I did this with a proper setup, but I think it will be okay. Kind of once our main army gets involved, we should be okay. Okay, deal with you. And basically just... Oh, we took a spear to the face. We're going to need to deal with that, but we can do that in Chippenham. We know where to do that. This chap with his spear is proving annoying because he just has a lot of extra range on us. Let's just slice him up as much as possible. I require all your wool because you're from Wales. 8 dead, that was a really stupid way of doing it. I should have just set up a proper formation. But oh well. We will go on a big recruiting spree anyway, but we can only hold so many troops when we travel via ships anyway, so it's worth not carrying too much excess troops. We could definitely do with more than 88, that's for sure. I will need to head to Chippenham to, first of all, sell all this lovely, lovely loot that we've picked up, but second of all, to just sell off the prisoners we have, but also we need to get rid of our war wound because then it will become permanent, and that's not something we want to happen. So we'll head back to Chippenham because I was kind of based in Chippenham for the first part of this campaign, so I know where everything is. It's really nice knowing where everything is. Only 63 people in Cirencester, that's interesting. I could try to take it on, but I don't see the point in trying to hold land down here when the rest of the army is, the rest of my friends and compatriot lords are based up in Scotland. It just doesn't feel like a smart thing to do, to be honest. Stroll through the town. Let's do that at night time. Oh, someone stole my silver. How rude of them. I was going to sell for a lot of money. Anyway, what can we do? We can't get it back. But here's the physician. I need you to tend to my heavy wounds. Annoyingly, we've lost that silver now, but I think we do... Oh, that's the iron. It's not quite as good. We'll keep that barley, however. I'll get rid of the boar meat because that will also go off soon. This guy doesn't have that much money because I think we have just sold him recently. So we can't expect him to take everything straight away, especially the amber is going to cost a lot of money. We can try the weaponsmith. We haven't sold to him yet, I don't think. We just need to sell the amber, but it's good. 20,000 and something pennies. Nice. Go to the meat hall. Sell to Ethelmer the slaver. And I'm going to try to set up a business in Cornubia, because I don't think we're going to be fighting Cornwall anytime soon, because we're literally the other end of the world. Or at least the other end of the British Isles, I should say. So I think I'm going to try to set up a business down there. And actually, on the way past, I can get some troops, I think. They're not going to be that many troops, but there's going to be some. In Sebra, in Dornwaracester. There's also Escancester here, which is under siege by someone. Maybe the Cornish? That's only got 70 troops in it. Again, that's something we could take on, but it just doesn't seem worth it. Just trying to think what are... We could try to take on 169 thieves, and that would get us some decent prisoners, so I'm going to do that. There's a lot of thieves around here, man. Blimey. I don't really want to fight 200 thieves if I can help it. 92 versus 169. Now, that seems like a lot of troops to fight, but they are ruffians. I think we should be okay, just because they're not that strong, to be honest. They're going to come in large numbers, but there's only about 30 of them more than us at the moment. Infantry and spearmen at the front, as always. Archers and skirmishers at the back, and cavalry supporting. We will be sending up properly for this one, because there's a lot of them. If my troops decide to do what they're told, which they're not. Come on, lads, we need you at the front. Here we go, the Norse bowmen, the Norse heavy archers, all the Norse warrior archers get to work. And these guys don't have any shields, so they'll start to do some good work as soon as they get into a little bit closer range. Just move these guys forward. No one did yet, but they will be soon. As soon as the throwing weapons start going in. Here we go. Okay, everyone charge. Let's just get in there. Let's start cleaving the herd. They do have 22 prisoners for us to take as well. The best thing we can do is just start swinging our sword with wild abandon. And they are losing troops very, very quickly indeed. And they're going to start running almost instantaneously, I would imagine. I don't have enough room to swing my sword. Go away. They're not hurting, but I just can't swing my sword. I don't have enough space. Deal with you. Hopefully deal with you. We hit you, but not enough. There we go. I don't know if you can hit like 2 people at the same time, but that'd be very cool. I know you can in Bannerlord. I just don't know if you can in kind of Warband. It'd be fun to like just cleave through 5 opponents at the same time. Do you think you're puny farming equipment? Oh, okay, these guys actually have shields. Let's maybe get our shield out and fight these guys properly. You think your puny farming equipment can stop me? Absolutely not. God, this is just a bit of a massacre, isn't it? But there's like, I'm actually helping Wessex and Cornubia out by dealing with them, because they could deal with them very easily and it would improve their trade, but they just don't seem to be doing so. So I'm gonna do it for them. Mostly because I want their prisoners. Look, go away! I'm busy. I was trying to throw my throwing weapons at these guys. I'm actually getting some good hits off, but I don't know if I'm going to get enough to actually kill them. That's the problem. So I've got multiple hits, but it's just not enough. I think sadly those are going to get away, but there's only 6 of them. We do have some cavalry. Okay, we've got 1 cavalryman, so it's not going to do much. No, we're not going to get to either of them in time, I don't think. But I think if I'm going to test this now. If we tab now, yeah, okay, we've defeated the enemy. That's good, because they're already in their routing stage. That's good to know. I can use that in future. We'll pick up these troops. We probably won't take the peasant woman just because I don't think she's really worth taking, because she only upgrades to like a camp defender, and even those are pretty terrible. You know, we've only got space for so many troops. We're probably not going to take the ruffian. Actually, we'll take the ruffians. We can sell them at Chippenham. That's not a problem. The loot is going to be pretty abysmal, but there will be a lot of it because we just killed 150 of them. So we'll simply just take it and set it in Cornubia, in Tintagel, when we're down there, which we're on the way to doing. Okay, there we go. And also not in Tintagel, in Bodmin. I'm thinking of the wrong Cornish town. I do apologise. Tintagel has a lovely castle though, even to this day. Trade with the locals. We're not welcome here, but that's okay. I think we should be okay. We'll probably get, what, 400 from this? Maybe a little bit more. Which we'll have to see. This game does require a lot of clicking when selling things, so it's the only... not necessarily a downside, it's just the only thing that, you know, you have to deal with. It seems we've already got a farmstead here in Bodmin. So... okay, so we can't set one up there, that's for sure. We've got one in Lunderwick, we can't sell in Dunwick. We could try these 2 Welsh towns of Wessex. I know eventually we'll go back to war with Wessex again, but at least for the time being we should be okay. To set up some businesses in kind of Wessex territory. Hopefully we won't be going to war with them too often. I will pay 140 pennies to get across, purely because it's a lot quicker than going all the way around. And my ships are based elsewhere. So we're heading to Cardiff here. First of all, I'm just going to see if there's any good ships going. That is tempting. That's very tempting indeed. 23,000. However, I think it's better just to invest in a bit more in terms of business, because it's very possible for me to capture a... Hello, Brunhild. It's very possible for me to be able to capture a boat via the sea. Who are you, Brunhild? Do not come close to me. I'm tired of being abused by every person that crosses my path. Calm down, and I intend you no harm. Why are you so afraid? I'm sorry, but please understand. My life has become the living hell since I became a maid in the house of the Jarl of Kenema. I used to live in a small village, Dockinga. I was happy. My father, Thorncrick, that's hard to say, cared a lot for me since my mother died. But one day, the Jarl of Kenema stopped in our village and he saw me. He, damn him, forced my father to send me to his house as maid for his wife. He promised that he would respect me, but he lied. I don't like to speak of this. Well, since they had become a slave, I had to give myself to him and then to his men. You poor thing. I so desperately wanted to escape. If only I could start a new free life. I know. You could take me with you. I could help mend the wounds of your warriors. I could even learn to become a warrior myself if that's what it takes to be free again. Will you take me with you? I will happily take you with me. It's not a man in a crappy wig. It's a lady in a crappy hat. It just looks a bit like a man. I will take pity on you, Brunhild. However, I don't think you're going to get on with many people, because some of the people in our army are not very nice people. But Brunhild, welcome aboard. However, we do also have some very competent healers already, so if you end up having to go, you end up having to go. You are not actually that good at... You're good at first aid, you're not very good at surgery. So I'm going to have to train you up quite a bit. Your strength, I think, is quite low, isn't it? Okay, strength is 9, so we can put you out in gear pretty quickly. That's good. We also have some points for ourselves. I'm going to put another one into navigation just so we're even faster on the sea. I'm going to put one into... I'll put another one into power throwing just so we get our throwing even that little bit stronger. So when we do eventually actually hit things, we kind of at least do okay. Now my issue is I don't think I'm actually going to be able to buy business in this town, because I probably don't get on with the guy in charge. I'll have to see. I don't know why I always tip my sword and shield out. I know I'm not going to be ambushed. They always tell you if you're going to be ambushed. We just need to find the mayor of this town. It's probably not good to put all my businesses in one location, but it is still worth getting some businesses out while my army costs are relatively low. Question is, where on earth is the is the town mayor? That's a question I need to find out. He might be by the sea. I think because in like towns with ports, I think they're always based by the sea. Don't mind me, cows, just jumping through. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just a man in full armour walking through a cow field. I think you're going to be by that campfire. Let's go have a look. You look like someone important. You're the armourer. Okay, you're important. You're not that important. That's also where the healer is. Interesting. If I can't find the... Are you the mayor? You look like the mayor. No, you're a weaponsmith, but you're a named weaponsmith. What do you sell? I like the sword. I'll call it the Widowmaker. The spear, please. The Frankish axe, or something else. Surprise me for options for 10,000. Interesting. I don't think we'll buy anything from you just yet. Because where is the mayor? Are you the mayor? Or are you the shipwright? I think you might be the shipwright. You're the shipwright. Good sirs, where is your mare? You know what, Cardiff? I don't want to take your business here. I'm going to go to another place. I'll come back for you later. And yes, I'm that petty. I'm going to wait here until night time, and then hopefully it's going to spawn me by the trader. Or by the mayor. So stroll through the town. It's got to be here somewhere. Where's the mayor? It's like Where's Wally, but with the mayor. I think you're just too so. There's the mayor. Okay, I found the mayor much easier here. I want to build a enterprise. Wonderful. Mill and Bakery would get me 257 pennies. Brewery would get me 574. Foundry would get me 916. That's going to be the one I want to go for. Weavery would get me 456. And that's not worth going for. Let's go for the Foundry for 916 pennies. I just hit my microphone, apologies. Obviously it's not going to stay like that, but I'll certainly take it. It's a lot of money to invest, but it's worth doing in the long run. That will only take 18 weeks to pay back for itself. A bit less, maybe. It's not bad at all. Let's make sure everyone is upgraded. Norse Warrior Archers. I'm really going to go in for the Norse Bowmen a lot at the moment. I think they're excellent. We have no money. That was my mistake. I've been doing that a lot recently when upgrading, because upgrading takes quite a lot of money, I've noticed. We are going to go probably... Oh, hang on, we need to go to Chippenham first and sell these prisoners. And then we're going to do a trade run to Norway, I think, because we can get some good, cheap tar there, which we can sell for a good profit back here in the British Isles. So head to the meat hall, speak to Ethelmere the Slaver. Most of them are ruffians, so they're not going to be worth a lot of money, but they might just pay some of the bills for this week. And actually, if we can find a weak Welsh lord, we'll take them on. Oh, that used to be my village when I was part of Wessex, Badenham. It's run by the Welsh now. 112 Masters men. I could take them on, I'd really rather not. Okay, here we go. Warlord, in my opinion. Elchu is a terrible man. He has tried to seduce me into his bed many times, and I've already seen him follow me during the night when I'm alone. I tell you, I'm pretty scared of him. I know that army is usually a man's place, but I believe I deserve some respect as well. I am no one's whore. I hope you do not mind me saying so. You're not Brynhild? You have my support in this. You've gone through enough. Any weak Welsh lords to attack, or Welsh trade to attack? Should probably actually go into the Welsh territory to do that. You also probably shouldn't run past an active castle with people inside. 253. I just don't want to. There's a lot of angry Welsh lords here, so maybe we just actually leave. Nope. What did I just say to myself? How many do I need to leave behind? 6 soldiers. People aren't going to be happy with me, but I'm doing it to ensure my safety. This is why I shouldn't just speed run into these enemy territories. Let's maybe go around the slow way. You are a trader, but you're a friendly trader, that's okay. 89 ruffians, I'm not going to take you on. That looks interesting, but not... We can't take on 232 people, that's for sure. Where are our ships? They're up in Scotland, aren't they? No, they're not. They're in Wales. Good thing we didn't go all the way up to Scotland without checking. I'm very happy I checked. If these two would fight each other, I'd happily help out the kingdom in Mias, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Captain, you must be aware that the ugly girl known as Brunhild is a disruptive influence to our men. She complains that I am trying to seduce her. Nothing is further from the truth because I cannot stand her smell. She is the one that has already tried many times to sneak into my tent during the night. She uses every... I keep on hitting my microphone. It's this new pop filter. She uses every opportunity to be alone with me, trying to provoke me into saying something I would not dare to say aloud. Please explain to the impudent girl that I only care for beautiful women and would have no business with the likes of her. You're a real piece of work, aren't you? Yeah. I don't have time for your petty dispute. Okay, Wessex and you've made peace, that's fine. What am I hearing? You're just hearing me listen to the companions complain about each other. Let's maybe not go via the actual main town there, because they're going to come after us like they are now. Head back to our ships. We just about have enough space. The music suddenly got loud. Is it still loud? Or have I just got quieter? Let's take out this ship of Vikings. We might be able to get a boat for ourselves. Okay, let's actually raise the sails so we can actually get moving, which is good. No, stay there. Don't do anything. No, stop. What are you doing? Stop charging in. You're not good at this stuff. Well, now you're going to all die because you... Let's see if we can help them out. I don't think we'll be able to. I forgot I was playing games, so I was hearing my game music. I was confused why I had music. No problem. Well, all those troops are going to die because they're idiots. And is there an active way to, I'm just going to check something. Oh. I want to make sure I'm not being an idiot. Guys, I've worked out how to row. I am being an idiot. I've worked out how to row. Cool, next time I can stop being an idiot and I can actually save these men. Good. I was being a bit stupid. That's fine. Oh, hi, Brynhild. Row your boat. Absolutely. And I was definitely not row my boat. So all these men are dead now. You're dealt with. And you're dealt with. Nice one. Well done, Brynhild. Your first fight. How many men did we lose there? Only 3, actually. It's not too bad. I'll not take the sailors. I don't think that's really worth it. Or we'll upgrade all the troops possible. But I'm going to save the rest of the money for going up to Norway. Do we get the ship? No. Warlord, Brynhild is the most insolent girl. I have tried to be polite, even friendly, only to have her rebuff me. The little chit-chat, the little shit thinks she's a warrior, and not just a camp slave. As we were cleaning our weapons after that last battle, I remarked that I thought her a handsome girl, and I would happily find her a place with my renters. You're a dick, Rickard. I explained to her, though, that although I am myself looking for a wife, I would only marry a free woman. I thought it was a very generous offer, a man and land. Oh, well, with one of my renters. I thought you meant like a pimp. I realise now you mean like a tenant, not a pimp. Okay, you're forgiven. Ish. An army slave is hardly going to find herself a wash in prospects, but rather than thank me, she simply turned her back without a word. It was only out of respect for your leadership that I did not immediately try to teach her some manners. I really think you should discipline your slaves better. She's not a slave, she's a companion. I don't have time for your petty dispute. Do not bother me with this again. Speaking of Brunhild, I'm going to give her some gear. Because right now she's pretty lackluster in terms of the gear she's got. First of all, we could maybe give her some shoes, would be a good start. She can have an axe. She can have this ragged Norse tunic and a helmet. Give her a shield. Some throwing spears. And we need to give her... It's not here. There we go. She's starting to look a little bit more kind of fighting-ish, but she's still a little way to go. We've got rid of that horrendous veil. Okay, we're heading up to Norway, which is a little bit of a trek, but it will be worth it to pick up all the oil they have, because it's incredibly cheap. We can sell it for rather a lot of money, and I do like money. If we see any good fights on the way, we'll take them. If only just to be able to maybe get some more ships, which would be nice. You're a Wessex trader. Oh, you're a Gwyneth trader. No, you're a Gwyneth Lord. Good thing they didn't come and attack us. Okay, I think we'll leave them. I don't think that's going to be something we can end up doing. We will stop by at our village as we're passing. I'll recruit some more people. 30 Norse freedmen, that's great. We're not going to be able to take them all though. I'm going to have to get rid of 2 of them. I think that's how many people I can actually take on my ships. There we go. And we'll buy as much as we can. Jarl Olaf or Jarl Orkan. I can't remember who I'm supposed to be giving my support to. We will go to Jarl Orkan this time. Okay, Jarl Orkan really likes us, so we need to get Jarl Olaf on side next, that's for sure. Over to Norway we go. We're going to have to cross the open sea, which our men are not going to be thrilled about, it must be said. But they'll just have to manage. Port of Dunsberg, that's what I'm looking for. And it's nice that we don't have to spend 5,000 getting over here now. We can actually travel across by ourselves. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, right. Oh, Sea King. Hello. That's interesting. You're not actually someone I can attack. Ahoy, I'm a lord from the Kingdom of Northvega. My only fief is the sea. What do you want? I'm greeting you since I'm a friend of your kingdom. Oh, you're actually a Norwegian. Okay. Let's maybe not attack you then. That might be a bad idea. We are going to... Actually, we could set up businesses here. That would be fine. We could do that once we have some more money. First of all, let's head to the meat hall. See what we've got. Ransom broker, that's very nice. We can sell our very few amount of prisoners. I'm intrigued to see what ships they have in terms of for sale. Ooh, Barden, which would be lovely. Or sorry, Buse, which is like another ship, but that's nearly 50,000 pennies. If it's still here, I would love to grab it in a little while. But we have nowhere near that amount of money at the moment. It's going to take a long while since we're ready for that, but if we can come back here and get another ship of 90, that would be excellent. How much tar do you have for me? Not as much as I was hoping for, to be honest. What's the most expensive I'm paying for it? I'm paying 148, so as long as I can make over like 300 somewhere, that will be a profit for us. Let's sail from the port. Where do we want to head to? Let's head to... we'll kind of drop off at Jorvik area. Because they're very relatively friendly to us, but also we can get into the Gwyneth territory pretty quickly. Or just some travellers, that's fine. Actually, if you go across the sea, there's not that many people that you run into, but you do need to be careful about morale because your men aren't always overly fond of it. Thieves. Okay, let's head to Jorvik, see if we can sell this tar for a profit. I don't know whether we'll be able to sell it for much of a profit, but we should be able to sell it for something. Yeah, we can sell that for a good amount here. Cool, just for that. That's about 1,000's worth of profit, which is fine. It's not, incredible. I wonder though if you could set up a. I wonder if you could set up like a tar business in Norway, in that place. Don't worry, cucumbers, my brain rarely works at all. Just pick up some cheap food here. There we go. Head to the meat hall, see if there's anything particularly exciting here. To the meat hall, there we go. Obtaining skirmishers, prevent some broker. Not that we particularly need to do anything there. Let's head back to Tomton, see if we can get some trade, ambush some trade coming out of there. Or maybe by Oxford. Since when did Doncaster hold... Since when did Norway actually have territory in the middle of England? I guess since whenever they took Doncaster, I presume that's Doncaster. But either way, that's weird. There's a lot of thieves hanging around. We're not very strong in their own right, but they can be a pain in larger numbers. Let's upgrade our troops because they'll be needing it, but they're so expensive to upgrade. But it's worth it. The companion. But it does cost a lot of our money. Let's move you up. But I don't want to fight just kind of your basic guys. I want to actually take on some high level Welsh guys, but only ones that I think I actually stand a chance with, or at least some Welsh trade. Basically, not some with like 400, not a lord with 400 troops. Doesn't feel like a smart thing to do. There must be some weak Welsh lords around here somewhere. We're making good profit on our rents of the month, so that's good. Or rents of the week, I should say. We could go raiding Wales, but I don't think that's a very good idea, because then we lose reputation and people don't like us very much, which is understandable. Where are the Welsh? Come on, lads. I'm happy to fight you. I just want to fight you on my terms. There we go. 61 strength trader. I demand all your things. We should be okay here. Our herdmen are blowing the horns. Excellent. We're not going to do the silly thing like we did last time and we'll lose all our troops. We're actually going to at least set up a basic formation and then we can take them on when they come in. Although for some reason the caravan master always pushes ahead and gets himself killed almost instantaneously, which I never think is a good idea, but they always seem to do it. So look, here he comes on his horse, and he's going to just die because he's miles ahead of the rest of his army because he's the only one on horseback. He's going to just eat everyone's spears and throwing weapons. There we go. We'll take the pony, even though we can't actually do anything on it because we don't have a weapon that we can use. Eventually we'll go into a different weapon where we can use it on horseback, because that'll be quite useful. For now though, we'll have a gander with this spear. But because it can't be couched, I don't think. It's not like a lance. Anyway, everyone charge. And then we'll get involved. We did see that there was a special weaponsmith in Caer Diff. So we might be able to get like an axe there, or a good sword there. But we can practice with our spear on horseback for a little bit. It's not a bad thing to try. It's nice to actually move at speed. We're definitely not getting as much speed as I would normally, or much damage as I would normally. This horse is going to die. We need to leave. Quickly! What happened to our sword? I think we still have our sword, we just can't use it. Let's actually get off this horse so we can get our sword out. Please leave me alone. I shouldn't have got off in the river with 6 angry men. There we go. That was my fault. That's alright. Three renown lost, but in the grand scheme of things, not too terrible. By the way, the two of you are single-handedly getting me closer to affiliate, which is very nice. I'm very grateful. Okay, there we go. Victorious. I don't think we lost as many troops as we did then last time. Or as many troops as we lost last time. I'm really garbling my words today. Upgrade whoever we can, but we're not going to have that much money to do so. Because everything is expensive. That is also because we spent about 16,000 on a new business, but it will pay off in time. We'll take all this stuff. Plenty of stuff in this one actually. Some salt, some fish, some amber. Not some amber, but furs. So, since I joined your shield war, I have tried hard to learn how to live as a soldier, which is much better than being a slave, and how to honour the warrior's code, but some of your men do not respect me as an equal. Oh, she's wary. After our last victory, I was picking through the slain, and that Frisian called Reginald pushed me aside, saying that looting was not for me, a simple slave girl that has just been permitted to travel with the army. However, I believe that if I battle in the shield wall, I deserve my share of the loot, just like any other warrior. Even though I might be less experienced than others, I also risk my life. I agree with you, and also I don't want you to leave, because you're actually a decent medic. So you have my support in this. I don't really want Reginald to leave either, but we'll have to see how it goes. How are you doing now in terms of your morale? Well, not great. Do you have any connections? Go to Dorstad, do that, get your... Hopefully you'll be feeling a little better by the time you return. We've lost a lot of our hornmen, which is not wonderful. Where are our ships? I can't remember. Okay, I left them up by Jorvik. We'll go pick them up, I think. Two enemies today. Okay, my village has been raided. That's annoying. Actually, we'll head back that way and see if we can get any more sea battles along the way. Preferably from Wales or from somewhere else. But I'm annoyed that they... oh, hello. How many 79 Vikings? Jesus. I was not looking where I was going. Okay. Let's go. Hopefully we'll beat our other ship there. We're going to have to fight like Well, I was about to say like Vikings, but we are. I finally found out how to steer my boat. I'm happy. Can't believe it took me that long. I don't know how well we're going to do here, to be honest, but we'll have to see. If we do win, I'm hoping we'll be able to get some ships. Because they've got 4 ships here. I'm going to be really annoyed if we don't at least get like 1 or 2 of them. That ship might have to be that ship might have to be sacrificed, or the people on the side might have to be sacrificed. Looks like the majority of them coming here, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But either way, we're going to have to deal with it. Just throw as many throwing weapons in as we can. There's a bunch of people coming in over here. Do as much damage as we can to these guys. I really don't want to be the first one in line to deal with these guys, I'll be honest. I just hit a friendly troop for 54 damage, well done me. I think we are managing. We're going to take a lot of losses here. But I'm hoping we might get some profit as well. Either from some ships, or certainly we'll get a lot of loot from this, I would hope. And prisoners, but I would really just like maybe 2 ships would be wonderful. Like these ships are decently sized. Just go behind them and carve them up as best possible. This guy with the spear is doing good damage and he's taking me out, but that's okay. We should still win. Oh wow, our other ship actually won that one. That engagement, that's good. There we go, we win. Definitely would have lost some troops, but we've won. At what cost, I wonder? Cost of only 8 troops. I genuinely thought that might have been worse. I'll happily take all these guys prisoner. Please let me capture a boat. I want to capture a boat. I'm also going to probably get rid of those sausages when I next make it into a town, but I would really love to be able to get a boat from this. We went up against 4 ships. I would really hope we would at least get one of them. We shall have to see. Please. Warlord. Brunhild acquitted herself in that fight back there. A fine, modest maiden she is, if I dare so say so myself. Were she not a mere slave, I might ask her for a hand. It is pity that she is not a free, pure woman, but speaking with her is a pleasant way to pass time on the march. Thanks, Clovis. No ship. I really wanted a ship. I'm sad now. Okay. Where are we on the map? Okay, we're just spinning around in circles now. Let's keep heading on this way. We'll probably stop off in... We've gone a bit too far for Edinburgh. We will stop off in... Where are we going to stop off? Was it one of the next major towns in Squeen? So we'll head round and then we'll probably stop off in Squeen or one of the major towns on the way back. Hang on, are you... Was that Jarl Orkan? Because I know we needed to... Yeah, we need to speak to him and say, oh, we're going to join you and totally follow your army just to get you relation up with us. And then we're just going to leave. Okay, Northumbria and Norway are at war. That could be a big fight. Those are 2 very powerful factions. And we'll probably just stop off briefly here. Ooh, hang on. No. I've made a decision. We're going back. We're going to go speak to our love acquaintance, Brunhild, because she should be there. Because if there's a feast. And we can also do a tournament, I hope. Kind of one of the mini tournaments they have in castles when they hold feasts. Just need to get myself a landing point. There's one. Denmark. Okay, we're in a alliance with Denmark. That's good. First of all, let's visit the Lord's Hall. Please be here, Gunhild. I don't think you are because your father's not here yet. You're not thrilled I had to run away. What are you trying to do with lurking there? Cucumbers. Hello, Jarl Orkan. Do you have any tasks to me? You want to go to Cornwall, who's on the other end of the map, so no, sir. Sorry. Can I cement an alliance? No, because you don't have anyone I can cement an alliance with. What we will do is fight in the tournament. Oh, you have an axe. That's kind of annoying. We just need to use our ranged advantage here. I don't even know what that command does, I'll be perfectly honest with you, cucumbers. Please stop. Please stop. Please get away, thank you. Oh, that's a tough fight. 2 teams of 1 fighter. Please give me an axe or sword. Nope, but at least this lady has a spear as well, so it should be okay. One more fight should, or one more hit should do it, hopefully. I think you support the stream, and it counts you as a viewer anyway, I think. It still shows you as a viewer, so I'm, you know, don't feel. Please, good. I bet he even turned around before he stabbed me in the back. Never mind. I just want to wait for that lord with his sister to turn up. Okay, we're not gonna wait around. It's fine. We probably could have won that tournament, but it's okay. King Gudrod Ragnarsson. Actually, we'll leave you. We don't need to go speak to you at the moment, I don't think. Do we need to speak to you? Hang on. Who? You're Ivar Gudrodsson. Is he around? Was that you? You're Olaf? No, you're Ivar. Where is Ivar? They're not thrilled at me because I'm running away from people. Not great, I know. You should be close to Orkney. I'm not going all the way to Orkney. I'm just going to have to let Gunhild slide. Because I could only speak to her in Feast, and that was a really terrible thing, to be honest. We'll head into Dunbreton here. Just to be able to sell our stuff and offload any prisoners and loot and anything we might have. Brynhilda's family in the middle of the ocean. Welcome back. Let's trade with the locals, just sell all our random knickknacks. We actually have quite a lot, having raided that Gwyneth trader. Oh my goodness, I've lost, my brain's lost the word. Trader, caravan, that kind of thing. Merchant. Whatever they're called, we took their stuff. And now we're sending it for a decent-ish profit. Nothing, you know, remarkable, but I'll certainly take it. The salt will sell for a pretty penny, though. We need to sell it in multiple places. The walrus eye will also sell very well. As will the soapstone, and we'll move the fish up. He actually can't afford to pay us. But now they can. We took a little, you know, I think we lost about 30 pennies there. It wasn't the end of the world. A traveller, happy widow, and a sailor. No prison broker here, sadly. But I'm sure we'll find one on our travels. I just want to see who is, or see what ships there are here. Nothing worth picking up, that's for sure. Let's see if we can go ambush some more trade on the sea. Because I would like to pick up some more boats if I can. I'm going to help out these travellers actually. Because there's a good amount of ships here. Although the sailors aren't going to be able to do much. These guys over here. Sadly, because with the flagship, we're at the back. Do we have the wind with us? We do have the wind with us. That's actually going to be a little bit quicker then using our direction. I'm just going to turn slightly. Just come on this side, I think. I don't know who kind of is the main people we need to be attacking. But once we've dealt with these one ship, we can deal with another ship. And this ship here has very few people inside. There's a big old cluster going on here, isn't there? That was a little bit of an odd turn for the ship, that's okay. I think we're kind of almost ramming them without much success. Let's get the sail back out and get going. And take on these guys, hopefully. If we can work out how to get there. This is an absolute cluster. Come on, lads. We can... Let's turn the ship. Let's get round them. We're kind of becalmed here a little bit. Can we reverse? No, it's taking us in a whole manner of other directions. Do I be bold and try and make a flying leap for it? It's probably not a great idea. Okay, too far, way too far, way too far. Let's turn and crash in. There we go. Are we not involved in this fight now? I guess not. There's so many boats that keep crashing into each other. There we go. Almost because our flagship is so big. Really, actually, we might want to make our flagship another one of our one of our smaller boats. We'll have to see if that's the best way to do things. There we go, we've helped the commoners. I'm not going to take up those prisoners there, but I will take these prisoners, the Vikings, the ship captains. I'll take the brigands as many as I can. And I'll claim what loot there is to be taken. Okay. So much clicking. I'm going to do my studies, but I'll have you in the background. I've got sick with COVID, so I've got to catch up a ton. I'm sorry to hear you had COVID. It's not fun. I had it in March 2022, and it was not pleasant. And I probably had it a couple of other times as well, but that's the time certainly the time I remember. Hello, sir. I just want to tell you that Clovis is a most gallant and brave warrior. Did you see him in the last battle? I must also confess that I find him a truly delightful companion. A man of both wit and manners. Perhaps, but I say too much. Good day, sir. Very good. Okay, let's keep on heading downwards. Oh, who are you? You looked interesting. I think you were just slave traders. I got too excited. Oh, hello. I definitely want to land. I want to get into... No, I want to catch you up. I want to kill you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you were so close. If I went on my boat, I probably would have managed it. If I can just like go away a little bit. There we go. Come here. You're just gonna go between different castles, aren't you? I'm determined to catch you up, but I'm not going to because I'm actively slower than you. I still want to try. Your fame and popularity have attracted young Norsemen to join your cause. Yes, please. I'll happily take 3 herdmen. There's a fight here between Norway and Northumbria. Not something that I need to get involved in, but I do want to take out this Welsh lord. If only for battle trophies, renown, some other good things. We will eventually catch up to them because they'll keep on turning. We're just gonna have to cross the entire United Kingdom or the entire British Isles to do so, but we should manage it. Oh, please don't go back inside the castle. I'll be really annoyed if you do. There we go. What is your name, sir? If we come to blows, I will know whom I fight. I'm Gustav, sir. Can I recruit men in your land? No. I suppose that would have been quite bold. Surrender or die. You feel uneasy about attacking him because he's loved by the people? Well, we're going to have to do so anyway. Is he going to hold his position? I imagine he is. Okay, gents, follow me. Let's take him on. We're going to push to somewhere. We'll push to a hill somewhere. I'm not entirely sure which one. Although it looks like he's actually kind of moving towards us. So we'll set up on this hill here then. If he's going to come to us, I'd much prefer that. So infantry here, and spearmen here, archers here, along with our skirmishers, and then our cavalry can hold somewhere, say there, for example. Is he coming in for us now, or has he stopped? He's kind of doing a really weird. Oh, he's kind of stopped. I thought he was coming in. Come on, push further. I know you want to. I'd much prefer them come to us. Ooh. I didn't ask you to come with me. Stay there. Spearmen stay here. He's kind of pushing forward, but not quite enough, are they? Okay, let's push ourselves up a little bit. We might be able to push up to this mound here, but I'm not certain, because if once we push over that hill, we will most definitely be in combat with them. He's shouting out his war cry. That's for him. We move our troops to here, just before the crest of the hill. Cavalry here. Sometimes the infantry and spearmen don't like to do what they're told, and they just sit there. And skirmishers push to here as well. If we can just... We're very close to each other now. Whoever comes over the crest of this hill is going to have the best advantage, but we'll have to see. Gentlemen, follow me. In fact, just charge. That's fine. Maybe not the cavalry first, though. Because the cavalry will just get eaten up. Everyone else can charge in, though. Now the cavalry can charge. They've got a good front line, but I think we have a decent front line as well. We do just numerically have more troops, but I think their troops might be a little bit higher level. So we need to do some good damage here, assisting our army. Nope, stop shooting things at me, please. The more damage we can do from behind, the better. Look, bugger off. Okay, that's it, I'm going for the archer line. They're not doing too much damage, but they are a bit of a nonsense. Nonsense? Nuisance. I want to at least distract them. Oh, that's a nice decapitation. If I can at least just delay them firing into our main army, I'll take that as a victory. And most of them are pretty weak. We still want to be outnumbered by them if we can help it. Especially as our sword requires quite a bit of room to swing properly. And now we'll use our throwing weapons to hopefully ensure that no one escapes. I tried doing a cool ninja throw, it didn't quite work. Come on. Come on. We're doing pretty well with our throwing weapons, actually. We're not going to get all of them, but we've got some of them. Well, I think we can probably escape now, and those guys will be just counted as routed. That's fine. Sadly, we didn't get to take him prisoner, and we have no space. So I'm going to get rid of these sailors, because they're not going to be worth that much. Who else can we get rid of? The Briton priest. I just want to take the noble. Then we definitely need to sell these places somewhere. We picked up a war trophy though, which I'm happy with. No other trophies, but I imagine that's because he was quite a low level lord. We have plenty of slings here that we don't really need. So we'll just pick all this up. And we will go to Jorvik, see if we can sell them there. Both our prisoners, our gear, everything. That's what makes me sound like a drug dealer, see my gear there. Incidentally, in York, there is an excellent Viking museum called Jorvik. And I have some very, very fond memories from there from when I was younger. And it's an excellent, excellent museum about all things to do like with Viking life. Really is one of my favourite kind of experiences that I've ever gone to. Well worth a visit if you ever are in York. I also had Betty's Tea Room, which is also wonderful. Also, I have lots of really lovely memories of York. Let's make sure we sell everything. I also need to sell the battle trophy, which is going to be 500? 1,000. Nice. Meat hall. I don't think there's going to be a prison broker here, sadly. Just a happy widow and a farmer. Hello, my good man. Let us go deal with the vermin in Effelham West. Which is just here. Just need to clear out some bandits. And you'll like us a bit more, so that's not a... by no means a bad thing. 36 Reavers, we should be okay. At least they're not Vikings. But they do have shields, they will be a little bit scary. But we should be okay. Although I think about 40 of our troops are villagers. Who are not going to be great, but it'll be worth it to get positive relation in villages. Because it really just increases the amount of troops you get of recruits, but also the quality of them as well. And we get our reputation up, which we are struggling a little bit with at the moment. I think ever since we raided that monastery in East Anglia, we haven't been very popular in terms of reputation. So it would be good to get our reputation back up. Okay, let's go. Wonderful. We're going to refuse. See, our reputation is at -17, so we could really do with improving that. How far is it to Chippenham? Quite a way, but it will be worth it just to sell our prisoners, because we know there's a prison broker there, and we might find someone else we can attack en route. I'd like to pick up some more prisoners, so we can go down and do some recruiting in in Wessex, because we do have quite a few places we can recruit down there. I'm bored of studying. No, I don't blame you. Studying is boring. Let's go sell our prisoners. Let's not run into this Welsh lord if we can help it. I just want to get around the river. Go away. If this lad can just let me around the river, I'll be happy. I just want to go sell my prisoners and recruit down this part of the world. Because I know where everything is based here, which is nice. Ooh, can we go help Mias here? See if we can get the prisoner. No. I want to help out against the prisoner. There we go. 500 troops against 14. I think we can probably just charge. But we might get some troops. We might get some battle trophies, or we might even get the Lord Prisoner. And the Kingdom of Mias will like us a bit more, so it's not a bad thing to be doing at all. But there are only 14 of them. I don't think I'll even get to join the fight because I'm fighting on foot and I'm incredibly slow because I'm on heavy armour. I think my next job will be to get a sword or an axe that I can use on horseback, and then I can go on to I can become a horseback leader of troops. I lost the leader. I'm guessing that's one of the other Mias lords. I'm not all too concerned about that. They will be resurrected in time, and to be honest, Mias are kind of neutral to us, not actively a friendly or a hostile nation. But it's nice having so many troops. It's nice having such an advantage of troops. Don't get to normally see it with this many troops on our side. One thing I didn't realise is the Kingdom of Lathland, the faction we're currently fighting for, actually starts off with Dublin as their one and only town. But because they're quite a weak faction, they lost Dublin quite early on. I was looking at their Wikipedia page earlier, and they all of Dublin has been taken over by someone else. You look important. Let's deal with you. There's only 14 of them, but honestly, it's taking a lot longer than I expected to kill them. I'm thinking this is probably the last guy. Can we... That was a good throw. Can we do it again? Probably not. I'm hoping there's like 300 of us. You're telling me one of us can't chase down this one soldier. Come on. Come on, he's right there. Okay, well, we're going to win anyway. That's fine. We can just tab out. Oh, hello, everyone. Edmund Efka, he likes us a bit more. Sadly, that person escapes, but I somewhat expected that, to be honest. We'll level up our troops a little bit, and we do get a battle trophy and an epic trophy, so that is worth doing purely for the sake of 2,500 pennies, just for a very quick and easy fight, so I'm thrilled with that. Brunhild, we need to move you up into the Companions tab. Norse Veteran, Norse Elite Spearman, we have a lot of troops to upgrade. 2 Slave Hunters, some Companions, 2 Norse Warrior Archers. We need to make sure this Veteran is much higher up the troop tree, so that he actually fights kind of with the main army. And we definitely need to go recruiting. Please don't... Okay, Grunhild doesn't like us anymore because we can't visit her. That's because she only turns up during feasts, and it's not always the easiest thing to actually meet with her. Especially as we don't have that many places for feasts in the Kingdom of Lathland. So to the meat hall, sell our prisoners to Ethelmer. And it may not get us a huge amount, but it'll get us a decent amount. And I'll happily take that in terms of money. And we'll probably, again, focus on getting some more businesses. Maybe a ship, maybe a weapon, but I don't think the weapon's the priority. We have a pretty decent weapon as it is. Although we can't use it on horseback, that's the only downside. We'll head to Seabrook, get some potential recruits. Only 1 or 2 because we're no longer part of Wessex. They don't give us as many, I think, for some reason. Maths is hard. What is this question? Oh, don't ask me about maths. I've done maths since I was 17? Something like that. It's been a long time since I have done maths. That's interesting. Escancester never used to be part of Cornubia. I guess they've taken it over. Which means that also means I don't have the recruitment rights there anymore, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. Wilton, I don't think I've got recruitment rights in. No, I don't. I do like in this mod that you actually have to go get recruitment rights. It means that you actually have to play a little bit more, not strategically, but you can't just be completely just doing whatever. Wisconsin, I don't know if I've... Oh, there are 2 Welsh traders here. Yes, please. I'd like to kill both of you for your stuff. Start battle holding position. They'll come in for us pretty soon. Norse warrior archers. We're starting to get more of them now, which is good. I'm intrigued to see how they do against that one horseman. Well, let's see if we can take him out, if nothing else. We took out his horse. Nice. Infantry and the spearmen move forward. He's going to have his shield be destroyed momentarily. Our weapon was damaged. That's annoying. Was that because we did a cool ninja jump attack? I don't know how we repair our weapon, to be honest. There may not be a way to do so. Infantry, spearmen here, archers, skirmishers on the hill, along with the cavalry. Infantry, I don't know what they're doing, but they're not getting involved as normal. We'll have to have a look at our weapon afterwards, see if that can be repaired somewhere. Deal with you, start trying to get batter your shields down with our throwing weapons. As much damage as we can. That is hard. It's never been one for me, really. Deal with you. Let's be a little careful that we don't lose our consciousness here. Especially with these chaps with spears who have much longer range than we do. Nice decapitation. Thrilled with that. So we can have a javelin off with this chap here. Although all our soldiers are coming to our aid. Can we catch up with that guy? I'm not going to try bothering. We've defeated the enemy anyway. Let's pick up all these prisoners. Make sure everything is upgraded. And share the loot. And we've got some very nice loot here. Some wine, some mead, some walrus ivory. Yeah, we can do this more often. Absolutely. We also need to pick up some food next time we make town. We also get some dried meat, which is nice. And some sausages, which we will sell. I'm going to go into Winchester quickly, trade what I can, then come straight back out again and deal with that other Welsh merchant caravan. Okay, sell that there and sell this here. A nice amount of money. Definitely worth doing when you see a kind of a merchant caravan. I always think it's worth going after them. You can often get some pretty good things. Let's just stock up on food and go after you as well. I demand something from you. I want all your things. Start battle holding position. We always seem to be doing this fight when we're fighting a Welsh caravan in Winchester. I don't know what it is. It just seems to like giving us this map. Maybe this is just the caravan fight you get in when you're fighting in the Wessex area. Okay, let's move the infantry forward. As always, the caravan master pushes ahead and is never really successful because he pushes by himself and he's the only cavalryman. I think he's the caravan master. There we go. A bit of a ninja jump, but it solves the problem. And we'll wait for them to come in and chuck a whole bunch of throwing weapons at them and hopefully kill them before they become an active problem. In theory. Not always successful, but the theory is there. Okay. Oh, my camera's gone all fuzzy. All crazy. Fuzzy? That's not the word I'm looking for. Let's deal with this priest. And whoever else decides to get involved. We're still pretty damaged from the last fight, so we just need to be a little bit careful here. We died, but we took one of them with us. That's fine. I don't mind losing 3 renown. The annoying thing is when you lose like an ability point, because then you have to go get yourself cured at the local town. Which is fine if you know where the physician is. Like in somewhere like Edinburgh or Chippenham, I know where they are. But in some of the towns I have no idea where the physician is, and you kind of go on a bit of a wild goose chase to try to find out where they are. I need to work on this pop filter because I keep on knocking it over. And then, or hitting it and then knocking my mic in the process. Okay, let's take all of you. Let's make sure everyone is upgraded. Slave Hunter, Norse Veteran. And again, I'm happy. Oh, jewellery. Yes, please. This has been a very profitable 2 caravans. I'm thrilled. Very nice indeed. Well worth doing. Again, we'll trade with the locals. We probably won't be able to sell everything here purely just because we've already spent a lot of our... We've already sold a lot of things here, so a lot of money is going to be taken out of their purses. We'll take that honey back, actually. Honey, I'm home. Weaponsmith has some money. Actually, the horse merchant has a lot of money, so we can probably sell the majority of things here. 2914, not bad at all. That leaves us with 16,000. So not far off kind of our next big purchase of the campaign. I would love for, first of all, that's changed hands. That's now in East Angle, but that's going to be taken back. I would love for us to go to war, maybe with Squeen, or someone a bit closer to home, even someone in Ireland, so I can take some territory there, preferably like getting a castle or a town. If I could take Squeen for myself, that'd be wonderful. Where are my ships? I can't actually remember where I've docked my ships. Yeah. Okay, they're in Wales. I am going to leave the stream there, purely as it's getting quite late and I'm working in a few hours, so I should probably get some rest. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and expect another stream later today. I'm not entirely sure what game it will be, but I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.